The snow had started falling lightly at sunset like ash drifting in the air, but as night fully settled onto the forest road, the storm grew stronger. The headlights of my truck were disappearing inside the veil of snow, as if even light was being swallowed. I'd been driving for hours. This narrow road cutting through the mountains was the fastest way back to the city, but tonight it felt completely unfamiliar. The snow-covered trees on both sides stood like frozen walls, and their heavy branches bent low like claws stiffened in the cold. Even with the truck's heater on, my breath fogged the air. I checked the dashboard clock. 12:47 a.m., at least one more hour before I would reach the highway. I rubbed my eyes and kept my gaze focused on the road. The storm kept getting worse. Then I felt like I saw some shadow moving between the trees. I shook my head, probably just my imagination. Snow can play tricks like that. But then I noticed something else. There were no tire tracks on the road. No new ones. No old ones. Nothing. No one had taken this route today. The walls of snow were growing higher. The silence was unnatural. Even the engine sounded muffled. I turned on the radio. Only static. Every channel was dead. Only one frequency gave a faint whispering voice. "You are not alone." I instantly turned the radio off. The silence became even more terrifying. About 20 minutes later, I saw something dark lying ahead. My heart skipped a beat. At first, I thought it was a fallen tree, or maybe a deer. I slowed down. It was a truck, parked sideways in the middle of the road. Doors wide open, headlights dead, a thick layer of snow on the roof. I stopped my truck. I had to check if someone was inside. The moment I opened my door, the freezing wind slammed into me like a wall. Snowflakes stung my face like needles. As I approached, the truck's open doors swayed in the wind, creaking. "Hello?" I called out. No answer. I shined my flashlight inside. What I saw was wrong. The driver's seat was ripped apart as if torn by long claws. The dashboard was cracked, and the passenger side window was shattered from the inside, and on the floor. Footprints. Human footprints. But they didn't lead onto the road. They went into the forest, disappearing into the snow, into the darkness. My heartbeat grew louder in my ears. I turned to go back, when I heard footsteps crunching in the snow. Right behind me, I spun around. No one, but I knew. I knew something was there. The forest wasn't silent. It was watching me. I rushed back to my truck, slammed the door, locked it. My hands were shaking. I reversed carefully, somehow squeezed through the snowy path, and drove forward. Then it happened. Something hit the side of my truck hard. The whole vehicle shook. Then, again thud. Scrape. Thud. Like something dragging its claws along the metal. I couldn't see anything through the storm. Then the noise stopped, and the next moment, soft knock on the passenger window. Slow. Gentle. Like a finger. I turned my head at first. Only snow. Then, a face formed behind the frost. No, not a human face. A shape. Long. Pale. Eyes too wide. A stretched smile that looked painful. Unnatural. It stared at me. I couldn't scream. I only did one thing. I slammed my foot on the accelerator. The truck lurched, skidded, then shot forward. Claws scraped the window. Then silence. But I knew it wasn't gone. It was chasing me. Time passed. The storm worsened. Sometimes I saw shadows darting behind trees. Every time they vanished as soon as I blinked. Then I saw it again. The same truck. The same open doors. The same footprints disappearing into the woods. I had left it miles behind. Yet it was here again. Impossible. I froze. Then it came out. The same tall creature. Walking slowly toward my truck. I tried reversing, but the snow made the tires spin. It began running fast. Too fast for anything human. I turned the wheel hard and forced my way through the tree branches, scraping the sides of my truck to get past. Behind me a scream echoed something no human could make, like something breaking. or something losing its patience. I sped away with everything I had. Miles later, I saw it, a faint orange glow through the storm. A gas station. Old, small, half buried in snow. I slid into the parking lot, jumped out, ran to the door, pushed it open, and dragged a metal shelf in front of it. My breathing was shaking. Then a tap on the window. My blood went cold. Then another, and another, long fingers scratching the glass. I pointed my flashlight. The same bony hand, the same twisted silhouette, the same smile. It was whispering something. The voice was outside, yet felt like it was inside my mind. Then it stopped. I gathered courage and opened the door to leave. What I saw made me freeze. Footprints, dozens of them, circling the entire gas station, leading deeper into the forest, as if inviting me. Then, a voice whispered, right behind me, "You can't go back now." I ran, jumped into my truck, started the engine. Shapes moved between the trees, dozens of them, some crawling, some towering. And in front, the tall one, it stepped aside, letting me pass, as if saying, "Run. The hunt isn't over yet." I reached the highway, reached the city, reached safety. Morning light was rising when I parked at home. I stepped out to look at the truck, scratched, dented, gouged, but that wasn't what froze me. On the passenger window, a handprint, long fingers, not human, frozen into the ice, and I know it's still watching, somewhere in the forest, somewhere in the snow, somewhere in the dark. The hunt isn't over. If you enjoyed this true horror story, hit like and subscribe for more terrifying story. If your heart is still beating, you're not alone.